Hello, fans of Marvel Heroes and friends of my channel. Welcome to another episode of Q&A, whereby I play the game while answering some of your questions. Except today it's not really a Q&A; it's more like I'm just going to play the game, and and there's some announcement as well I'd like to make. And so right now I'm playing the game with Moon Knight in a Cosmic Patrol. If you see any scary moment, don't get worried. I mean, he's actually pretty strong in terms of he doesn't really die often. Although he does die, but he doesn't die often. And together with me, I'm a guildmate, Living Legion as well, and I'm sure there's some that's going to join later on. And yeah, I mean, the reason why I would like to make this video is there's some announcement, like I said, and also I'd like to give a special shout out to this Facebook group in Facebook, of course. I don't really use Facebook, but yeah, there's a Facebook group called the Marvel Hero Online Players Guild. I got the URL below in the description of my video, and they have about 11,000 player in Facebook, and I think it's a really good opportunity for some of you who has a Facebook account and to interact with other Marvel Heroes fans, right? So that is something I'd like to just give a special shout out, because I know my friends John has been really really good of him to post my video over there, just help me to reach out to other part of the audience or the world that I don't really get to keep in touch with, and so that's why I'd like to give a special shout out. And also check out his streaming as well. I post a link at the bottom of my video. That is something that you could I think he has some really interesting game to stream, so do check it out. All right, so that is a special shout out to my friends and the group. And now I know some of you have been asking me asking me to join the Facebook group. The reality is that I've left Facebook quite a number of years ago for my personal reason, and I used to be very glued to Facebook, very much like my day and night, and at every waking and sleeping hours I just Facebook, and I don't think it was too healthy for me. And at the end I sort of decided it's a conscious decision to stay not too close to a social media that's so involving. So, but I understand a lot of people enjoy the kind of interaction with the with people in online. So I personally just do Google Plus, and the good thing about Google Plus, at least for me, is that it's a very it's not very taxing in terms of how I need to interact with people. I mean, I can interact when I want to, and not really compelled to sort of interact. And I mean, that is really, I mean, but nothing against Facebook. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who find Facebook very, very good at interacting and so on. So it's definitely something that I know there's an invitation for me to join the group, but since I can't, but I would like to also share with you all. So just in case, for those of you who's able to, then do check it out. There's Marvel Heroes Online Players Guild. I put the URL at the bottom of this this video. All right, so that is just one quick update, and it's good. I mean, to have various different channel for people to interact with each other. I usually interact via the official forum. That's my go-to place. All right, so that's all I would like to talk about in terms of the the group. And the second thing is that some of you may know that I'll be going for a holiday soon. In next week, I'll be flying off to San Francisco, America, with my wife, and she picked the destination. And so I will not be recording video for the next 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. However, having said that, I'll still be posting video, because for you all, I've created a few guides. I have pre-recorded a few guides, and oops, I missed it, man. I've pre-recorded a few guides, and I don't know, man. I mean, do check them out. And although I may not be able to interact with you in real time, usually I try to answer the query straight away, and but I may not be able to, because I'll be traveling. I'm not quite sure how the internet system works in America. I hope it's actually pretty straightforward, and But I don't know, right? I mean, I don't know whether it will be, I have access all the time or not. So, but in the event whereby I can't reply to you instantaneously, which I always wish to, fear not, I'll still read your comment. So do keep your comment coming, and I'll still read it as and when I'm able to. All right. So that is the So what have I got for you? All right. So in terms of guide wise, I'm not going to spoil it. So you guys probably will check it. I think some of you who has been following me online in this game probably know what guide I'll be posting, but there'll be guys, and I actually worked really hard over the weekend, and there was a holiday. There's an Indian holiday, Deepavali or Diwali, depending on, I think, if you're talking to a non-Indian, it's called Deepavali, but if you're talking to an Indian, it's called Diwali, I mean, there's something that, so over the holiday of 3 days holidays, 4 days holiday, I've been doing a lot of recording, like really crazily a lot, all right? So, and I mean, I've got some guides for you, and it was really funny story in a way that nowadays I always put time code in my video, and I was just okay. So making video actually is a very time-consuming exercise because I need to have some cuts and and have to edit as well, making sure that things are like professional enough so as get all the good stuff to you guys without feeling too draggy or whatnot. So I've done that, and the funny thing is I actually fell asleep watching my own video while I'm doing time coding. So yes, that's my confession. It happens. I don't know how you guys do it. I was like, I know some of you guys are like, message me in game and say, oh, I'm a big fan. I actually watch all your video. Man, hats off to you, man. I seriously don't know how you guys do it. I try to watch a couple of my guys try and do some time coding, and I failed miserably. I was like I fell asleep. Okay, my wife was sleeping on the sofa for different reasons, and I was watching my own video and time coding, and then I just I fall asleep. I said, where was I? And I was like, oh no, I have to do it again. Where did I stop? So so that is the story of my life. So there are some guides that I'll be doing, and I'm not going to tell you what guide it is right now, but there will be some guides I hope they'll be useful and fun for you all. And also I prepare a video, which I'm going to tell you which video is it going to be, so something for you to anticipate. In probably 2 weeks' time, I'll publish it. I can't really publish everything in one go. And so the one video I'm going to make, and it's quite a major one, I really enjoy making that, is that I want to talk about the Marvel Hero 2015, looking back, because I feel that this game has come a long way. There's good, there's bad, right? So usually it's good to just just look back at where things are and just anticipate what future to come. Because I think that by the time I come back to Singapore from San Francisco, most likely I don't know what happened to my signature. Sound like very strange. It's just not Moonlight. Whoever requested Moonlight, look, I don't even know whether I'm doing signature or not. Why you torture me? No, actually I have a lot of fun doing Moonlight, and alright, man. I don't know what happened to my toolbar. So yeah, I mean, I would like to make a video on looking back at Marvel Hero 2015. What are the good? What are the bad? What are the things that can improve, and so on. And more like just a chapter on, right? Just looking at where things are. And I have a lot of fun just thinking about, just reflecting. It's been a very long journey for me. Although I tend to play games that for a long time, but this is one of the games that I play really for a long time, and I make a lot of friends as well through this game. So I like to just reflect upon that, and that would be my coming video. So do check that out. I'll publish it in some time to come. Then I mean, I'm sure you guys have also have your idea of what what is good, what is not as well. So yeah, I'm keen to hear from you all what you think. All right, so that is it. And I mean, you see that I'm playing Moon Knight because I think some of you, I always try my best to accommodate, fans' requests or friends. Please, friends, you are my friends, not fans. Friends' request. And I always try to like accommodate friends' requests on if you need help on certain heroes, and I'm trying very best to help you as well. Yeah, so I've been playing Moon Knight, and I actually had a lot of fun playing him. Yeah, got me there. Come on, man. There's some power that I want to get it out, but it just doesn't come out like the statue just now. I actually keep clicking it. Anyway, so I actually have a lot of fun playing Moon Knight, and to your Moon Knight fans, and thank you for requesting for this video. He's very special, although it seems a little bit dated though. I mean, I feel that his spirit consumption is like so super high. I thought Rocket Raccoon was poor when it comes to spirit management. I mean, wow, Moon Knight, man. Anyway, so thank you for requesting for the Moon Knight, and thank you for that. I actually have a lot of blast, and leveling him, the legendary as well as gearing him up wasn't that hard. Well, because I didn't really gear him up too much. Yeah, I know I should really work harder for you guys, but sometimes when I have to rush things off, and that's the thing I can do. All right, so Moon Knight is very cool. He is invulnerable for 8 seconds. It's just that his health dropped to 0, and it's pretty 1 actually. It's not 0, so it's quite fun and scary at the same time. All right. So that is probably a couple of things that I'd like to just quick one talk about. I mean, like I said, it's not really going to be a Q&A video today, not that in that sense. So yeah, so that is all that I would like to talk about on the Moon Knight and stuff like that. And I think maybe while I say that it's not really a Q&A video, I'd like to also address a couple of questions that I've been hearing quite a lot from people. You message me in the forum. Email me through the through the YouTube message, and on if I could share some of my spreadsheets, because I've been posting my videos usually have the spreadsheet on, and I have sort of like always talk about the how I derive certain things, doing a lot of theory crafting on using a spreadsheet as well, asking me if I could share that. Now the reality is this, right? I really would like, I always enjoy sharing what I have in terms of in a video, showing to you how I derive certain things. But when it comes to the actual spreadsheet itself, it's actually really messy. I mean, if you follow my video through the last half a year or so on, I think my spreadsheets kind of evolved quite a fair bit. Not just the color wise, but the way that I derive, say, even I derive the crit damage rating, or the way that I derive formula and so on, and it's sort of like it's always work in progress, and somehow the perfectionist inside me is always kind of I always feel if I share something that I feel is work in progress, I always feel that I need to go back there and update, and I have tons of spreadsheet, and it become quite a task by itself to update all these spreadsheets. And to be honest, I think that is the reason why I find it a little bit reluctant to sort of like come on, man, let me just get this black cat out of the way first. All right, so yeah, I always find a little bit reluctant to sort of share something that is work in progress, mainly because I always don't feel like I disappoint you guys with some mistakes I made. I'm pretty sure I make some mistakes somewhere, and because also when you do all this theory crafting, a lot of time you actually do something like the assumptions and so on. And I'm not really good at annotating my own spreadsheet because I know my own assumption. But for those people who may be reading my spreadsheets from a fresh mind, like you've been wondering why I'm using like 150% or why I'm using a certain percentage, that would become very confusing to some of you all. I even may have some, like, because, like, give you an example, right? Kitty Pryde, one of her movement main spender, actually every third power, it will be like crit and so on and so forth. And then because of the different attack speed as well, I actually have to build a spreadsheet just to model it. But but to explain that, to annotate that, to explain to you why I'm doing certain things, and it becomes very hard to explain. So I hope can forgive me if I don't share something that is like work in progress. But what I always keen to do is to share with you what like I'll make a video on the number crunching if it's relevant on the on always on the on the hero. That is what I'm doing. I'm always share the spreadsheet on how I derive certain things and what are the assumptions and so on, but not exactly the spreadsheet itself, because it's always a work in progress. So I know it's not very satisfying for those who has been looking for really inspiration or a more like verifying if you are doing the right thing or not. But but what I can really say to you all is that that when it comes to theory crafting, it's an art more than a science. Sometimes it's not something that is right or wrong. The only right or wrong, there are two ways to verify, right? One is that you verify your model through different scenario within the model itself. What it really essentially means is that you would you always look for something that is irregular in your theory crafting, and to justify like are you doing the right thing or not? Because when you see anything that is irregular, more likely something you may have key in punching a wrong formula or something that may not be right. So that is the reason why it's important to always key in different kind of scenario to see and to observe any anything that is not regular. Okay, so whoa, that hits hard, man. Let me just automate the bugger. I hope that's not a bad language there, right? I always try not to use bad language in my YouTube. Come on, man. All right. Okay. So yeah, I think yeah. I mean, I thought I need to address that because a lot of people ask for it, and you're probably wondering why I'm not sharing that spreadsheet. Just I just I feel bad if I share something that is work in progress. That's all. All right. So. But feel free to ask me any question on some of the journey that you do some theory crafting, you got stuck in certain things, and and you like to just get some verification. I'm more than happy to help you out on that, right? All right, so no worry about that. And so that is all I like to address. And I think to something lighter. I mean, I didn't really intended this one to be like a Q&A, but just something lighter, just on the landscape of gaming, because I think all of you are like gamers. You enjoy playing computer game, and that's why you are here playing Marvel Hero as well, because you enjoy playing computer game in general. So big news out there. I'm pretty sure you guys already heard about it. Is that the World of Warcraft movie is coming up in year 2016 June. I've watched the trailer. I mean, criticize all you like, but as someone who has been playing World of Warcraft, who had played World of Warcraft since launch until the Panda expansion. I mean, I'm really excited to be able to see that turn into a movie. I mean, I know it's not really something that's Marvel, but I hope everybody sort of like enjoy a little bit of like fantasy here and there, and for any game. To be able to turn into a movie. I mean, wow, yeah. So that is something that I'm really excited. I don't know how you guys feel about it. And speaking of such, World of Warcraft also has a Legion kind of like finally they have a new class. So I don't know, man. I mean, for us playing Marvel Heroes, we have new heroes every month. And they are getting a new class. Like I don't know, when was the last time they have a new class? Was it not Death Knight? There was like the Lich King, right? Am I not wrong? I mean, wow. I mean, they really have to wait a long time, huh, to have something decent. So yeah, sometimes I do find it quite fortunate playing Marvel Heroes, because like every month I'm so spoiled with options. I can even say like, oh, I don't want to play Blade right now because I feel it's not ready. Yeah, so first world problem. All right, so yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about some of the news as well. I know some of you playing Fallout 4. I think I always been attracted to some of this like story kind of shooter kind of thingy. But yeah, no, I mentioned about Overwatch the other time, and a lot of you, quite a number of you, are also excited about that game. And then I read that it is a first-person shooter. I said, damn, I mean, I'm actually more a third-person shooter person, so I'm very much drawn to say Mass Effect rather than any of the shooter like Call of Duty. And because somehow it kind of get me dizzy, the whole like first point shooter kind of thingy, and yeah, I mean, you know, that is so I don't know. I'm actually quite excited about the Division. I heard it's kind of like a third person shoot as well. So you know, so yeah, so I'm actually excited about a couple of things. Go out a little bit outside Marvel Heroes, because sometimes I think you have to gain some perspective to wow, let me just get out first. To just gain some perspective, you know, you can't really play the same game all the time. Although 99% of the time I play the same game. If those of you who add me on Steam and would know that I am sort of like that, and yeah. But I understand sometimes you have to play other games to gain some perspective. I get shot by many. It's like I try to roll, I don't get slammed. Get out. Yeah, so it's actually quite relaxing playing Moonlight. You know, a lot of time when people ask about the what is it called? The I don't know how to pronounce it, man. You know, the costume core that would have the 3 defensive stat like invulnerable. Let me just rest my little friend here. I'm trying to rest him. Am I resting him? I can't. Ah, okay. There you go. So I always try to you know, yeah. I mean, when people talk about the costume core, they value the invulnerable a lot. They value the life on hit a lot. So in reality, I mean, I have to say that you know, I play many heroes, and not many heroes actually I use an invulnerable shield. I mean, even my Moonlight here, what shield do I have? I don't really have much. You know, I don't really have much. So okay, let me just invite my friend. All right. So I yeah, I mean, I know a lot of you value that kind of like core, but in some strange way I don't value that invulnerable. I think it's fine, because without the affix you can have the +1 strength, you can have a +1 fighting or whatnot. So you know, and if you just keep, you know, be a bit like you know, aware of what things are doing, then I think you are fine. I don't know, but although having said that, this particular one is a bit dicey. All right, man. Okay, so yeah, so that I hope that let me just break out from the CC breaker is important. All right, so that is yeah. I mean, why am I talking about? Yeah, we're just talking about other games. I don't know how you guys follow my video. I will have a good time coding my own video. So, why am I talking? Just all rubbish. Okay, anyway, and I think that is about. Oh yes, there's a topic that I'd like to talk about before I go. Is that I'd like to talk about the advanced pack. There will be an advanced pack. I think they will announce it sometimes in soon. I hope as part of the 2016 kind of like a Marvel Hero 2016 thingy. So tell me, are you guys going to order the advanced pack? Because I've been doing a bit of rationalization, right? You know, is it really worth it, advanced pack? Because advanced pack itself costs about how much does it cost? I think it will cost about $130 for 12 heroes. So on average, you have to pay around like $10 per hero. But now, of course, I mean, you know, you get the stash, you got alternative costume. But these days, I don't really value their alternative costume, because I don't think they're really pretty at all for the alternate costume. So, and buying a stash probably wouldn't cost too much either. I think. And do I really need a stash for all heroes? Actually, I do value the stash a lot. And what about some other things like like, you know, they may give you another team up, they may give you another, I don't really value team up, they may give you another hero, I don't know whether another hero or not, but there may be another like, you know, costume, they usually do that, but I mean, looking back, the only costume I really enjoyed is Spider-Girl. I don't think I enjoyed the other one, I don't know, I can't remember what was the other one, I think my inventory is going through soon. So, I don't know, man. I've been doing some kind of thinking these days on whether or not I should be paying for the advanced pack. So help me out here. Do you think it's worth it? And what do you think? I mean, well, I mean, you know, jokes aside, I always like to support Gazillion, and you guys know it. But it also depends on what kind of games we're going to have, because right now the game is just lacking of content, and we are all banking on the fact that we may have 2016 may have some really good kind of content. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of content would that be. So useful, exciting to me. So I don't know. So yeah, help me out here. What you guys think about the advanced pack? Upcoming advanced pack. Would you pay $130 US dollar for the advanced pack? So yeah. So that is all. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll be heading off for holiday with my family, and there will be guys coming up, there will be video coming up, so don't worry. And you guys are all covered and sorted by this channel. So anyway, talk later. Bye.